waiting. Mosley does the first reaching and tries to get off the first punch. Reaches downstairs. Mayweather stands flat-foot right in front of him. Shane ties him up. And you see when they have tries to land the left hook, but doesn't. That's the cuteness and the quickness of the upper body of Floyd Mayweather. Why he's such a great defensive fighter. He comes in and Shane is quick himself. This is tough stuff on the inside. Kenny Bayless has to go to work right away. And Kenny told me he expected this sort of fight where there'd be a lot of inside stuff.
And it's not just going to be Mayweather doing the holding. It's going to be Mosley as he makes the surge in to try to get inside, knowing that Mayweather may have set a trap. So if he doesn't score, he may tie up.
Mosley keeps wanting to touch hands, and that time Mayweather came right through it. The fact that Mosley went down and touched the canvas kind of ignited Floyd here. But Mayweather's kind of stands out to me, David, in the early going.
Yeah, good stiff, hard jabs, good hand speed by both. And the chess match is there. We've had the quick jabs, some bursts of action, and we've had the tie-ups when Mosley takes his chance. If he doesn't like it, he ties up, and Mayweather the same way. If he doesn't like what's available on the inside, he's tying up.
With 35 seconds to go, nobody, in my opinion, has won this round. And Mosley has dictated more. Mayweather throws 3 shots, but nothing lands.
Possibly about to happen. We haven't seen Mayweather in this kind of difficulty ever.
He's felt the power, and Shane has done exactly twice with solid right-hand shots.
That's a dominant round.
I can't wait to see the replays of this. You're right, he's getting Mosley off track. Mayweather off track.
All right, you got to go over the shoulder. Look where Mayweather's left hand is. Not a good idea against Shane Mosley, who drills him there. One of the few guys ever came over the top like that. Then he gets hit and buckled there, nearly floored. If we see that later in the fight, he might go down, but that was a terrific sequence for Shane Mosley.
Mayweather actually had his left hand tucked underneath his right elbow. He was wide open with that right hand, and Shane still has enough. I mean, when you see aging fighters like in Evander Holyfield, he can't get off anymore. Shane at 38 can still get off, because he saw that opening and took advantage of it and jumped right on it.
His first fighter quick enough to get over that low left hand like that and really hurt Mayweather.
And Mayweather now has got to look at his face like he's mad. Kenny Bayless say, keep that hand closed and throw punches, no slapping in here. And the corner of Floyd Mayweather said, hey, you got to start boxing.
Mayweather's left hand down low, he does land the hook.
Landed the only shot so far in this round. And he caught Mosley with the right hand. Mosley got to keep moving side to side.
After Mosley had been dominant in round 2, in the 3rd round, Mayweather outlanded Mosley in power punches 8-1.
In the 3rd round?
3rd round.
In a whole bunch of trouble in the 2nd round. He certainly turned it around in the 3rd round, did Floyd. And Floyd catches him with a left hook. Those kind of punches don't hurt too much, but they certainly catch the eye of the judges. Doing enough again, as I say that he assaults, but nothing lands.
Well, it's such a tempting target when you look at where Mayweather's left hand has been most of the time in his fight down low. It's a trap being set. And Mosley did nail him in the 2nd round and hurt him. But when he doesn't succeed at that, then the left hook is there for Mayweather, and he's able to score with it.
Floyd is just so quick that he's trying to suck him in, then he pops him with the right hand. First minute and a half again, it's clear to see that Mayweather's outboxing Shane Mosley right now. Shane goes after him. This is what he's got to do, but he's got to stay after him. Don't stop because the guy stops. It's an interesting fight, isn't it, Dave?
Well, you know, Mayweather stepping it up after he got hurt. And we're seeing more of that right hand come in from him as he gets Mosley to come to him.
Mosley's just not busy enough right now, and all the plays being taken away. by Floyd Mayweather.
And there's the right hand again by Mayweather. And he's starting to tee off a little bit here.
And this is what the judges are going to score this round in favor of Mayweather for.
Mosley looks a little winded here.
Yeah, he does. He's got to turn it up a notch. You notice his left hand is down. And with the speed of Floyd, he's going to get nailed with that right hand of Floyd. It's just a matter of time.
He's not someone who's going to toy with you like Mayweather will with the left hand down low.
Well, you know, Floyd is doing what he has to do. He's boxing, and Shane needs to use power shots, and he's not successful right now. That's a Mayweather round. And a good round for Floyd. Look at him power punch that time. The hand speed. That's it. That's a Mayweather round.
He outlanded Mosley 16-2 with about 10 seconds to go in the round. So
the real hard punch lands. That's the hardest punch of the round. And now all Floyd has to do is outbox him, and he's got this round.
Good stiff jab, and then the right hand behind it by Mayweather. Just lightning quick where these punches come out of.
Mosley still appears to be a little bit gassed because he's hanging the left hand. Floyd's able to get him to jump, and he's nervous when when he attacks him and feints and jumps. The jab is quicker. There's Shane with the wide shot to the body, which does no damage. Two quick hands inside.
Wow, that's just unbelievable hand speed there by Mayweather. Mosley had a notion. He was attacking, and Mayweather cut him off with three beautiful left hands.
And that's the difference in the fight right now. Mosley won't be able to win as long as Floyd Mayweather can continue to do this. Because Mosley, you're right, he was on the attack, and Floyd just showed his exceptional speed by being able to counter this guy right back. And then the right hand lead. So now he's outboxing him in this round, clearly. And this is going to be a Mayweather round, in a round that Mosley probably won the first minute 20 seconds, minute 30 seconds of the round. But it's ending up an easy round to score for the judges for Floyd. Stiff jabs, and right hands have landed. Nobody's been down. Mayweather was shaken in the second round, but he sucked it up and came back to take every round since then, including that sixth round. Speed of Floyd Mayweather, his boxing skills, his defensive skills. He better go to this plan C in a hurry. Because whatever he's done to this point, with the exception of that momentary excitement in the second round, has been all Floyd Mayweather. Jab. You got to do more than that. You got to load up power shots to catch this kid again. And the question is, we're in the seventh round now. The 38-year-old fighter, while his body is in tremendous shape, he's still a 38-year-old guy that's been in some wars in tremendous shape, which is different from a 33-year-old guy that's never been hurt and really hasn't had a lot of difficult fights.
And you're asking the 38-year-old guy to rally, not just to hold on to a lead. He's got to come from behind and dominate the second half of the fight.
Nobody won the first minute of this round, so for Shane, he absolutely must take this, or he's getting himself really out of the fight. Right now his hand speed is slowed down considerably. He's not getting off. Mayweather just taking him to school right now.
And Mayweather can launch the shot from the outside as Mosley is coming to him. That instinctive knowledge when to let that right hand go. And so Mosley's starting to walk in and trying to jab, but as he walks in and starts to jab, the right hand is already got there by Mayweather.
Floyd is able to counter his shots. Mosley's not able to land his right hand. He's not throwing enough of them. He looks arm-weary, and he looks exhausted to me right now. Even in there, his right hand didn't have the power it has. That's an extraordinary round with not a lot of landing, but certainly Mayweather landed a lot more than Mosley was able to land.
Technical expertise. That's what he...
what a technical adrenaline for, but he can't land the shot.
He did have Mayweather on the verge of panic in round two.
He did, but that shows you what a great fighter he is when you can be in that kind of trouble. Don't go down because of conditioning, and then just hang in and don't get hurt the rest of the round.
And then come back out and go into your game.
And he started boxing. Roger Mayweather yelled at him in the corner in between the second and third round, saying, "You've got to start boxing." Once he started boxing, he started taking command. This round is still up for grabs. and Mosley needs it desperately. Look at that. Pity pat punches by Shane, and Floyd cracks him with the right hand coming in.
There's the shoulder roll. Hides the right hand for a second, and it comes laser-like.
Stop. Got to work out, fellas. Come on, here we go.
Kenny Bayless, by the way, doing a great job refereeing this fight. Not especially easy. Him trying to let the fighters fight as long as the hands are free. He's worried about the heads coming together. The heads haven't been a factor. The hand speed of Mosley is just not there with the speed of Mayweather. Mayweather is extraordinary. And all the fights that I've called, Dave, I mean, this guy is really amazing me tonight.
We've never seen anybody match up with him in the hand speed department.
Work out. Watch your heads, fellas. Work out. Stop.
It's got to be so frustrating for Shane Mosley in this fight, as he can't do anything with him at this stage. Trying to hold him off, and he just can't do it.
Mosley's been the guy out hustling and out cooking opponents, and it's being done to him.
Now he's fatigued now with 15 seconds to go on the round. And again, Mosley had a better round in this round than he's had. Look at this. He attacks Floyd, and Floyd right out of there. At this level, Floyd Mayweather is an extraordinary talent, as has Shane Mosley been throughout his career. But this night belongs to Floyd Mayweather. And I suppose if a guy can execute the way he's executing and can do it,
You can repeat it.
Take him out. It's comfortable. It's too comfortable.
You can still got it because you got that warrior in you. All right? But damn it, we need it.
he had the neck and head extended of Floyd Mayweather. Kenny Bayless again doing a terrific job keeping this fight clean, because this thing could go south in a hurry. Especially if Floyd began taking a few shots here and there, but it hasn't happened. Kenny has had this under total command throughout, and it's been a fairly clean fight. A very clean fight, I should say.
Yeah, when you don't notice the referee too much, he's doing a nice job. He just gets in there, and he made his one hard warning to Mosley, and that was it.
Well, they first sort of cruised through the first minute, both guys did. Now let's see who wants to win this round. And winning the round isn't enough anymore for Mosley. He's got to drop him, he's got to stagger him, he's got to almost, well, he definitely has to knock him out, according to our score sheet, or he can't win a fight. And that's not going to happen. Floyd is just too slick.
Yeah, how about this for numbers for Shane Mosley? Did you ever think you'd hear this? Last round, he threw 40 punches. He landed 6. Shane Mosley landed 15%. A guy with blazing hand speed like that. Shows you what a great defensive job Mayweather has done.
The numbers don't lie. And here's another round that's seemingly just cruising around fairly even. But Floyd just outboxing him, landing ever so many more shots than is Shane Mosley. Some sails over the head of Shane. Floyd Mayweather on the assault now blasts the body of Mosley. Less than a minute to go in the 11th round. And while it's been a decent fight, all it's done to me is just raise the level of Floyd Mayweather, showing what an extraordinary talent he truly is. As he gets cracked by a right hand, but the power isn't there that was back in the second round. And he comes right back and lands a power shot of his own. Loads up the right hand and whistles over the head. Kenny Bayless, he has no backhand. As he threw the right hand and missed, he tried to hit him with a backhand coming back, but couldn't land it. Mosley, you can feel it, wants it so bad, Dave, and he can't do it.
You have to appreciate Mayweather more every time you see him. It's something special. It's something special.
He really is. You watch an extraordinary fighter. It would have been historic if Mosley could have continued what he did in the second round, but it wasn't meant to be, because this talented Floyd Mayweather Jr. is something very vintage after that. Now, Floyd doesn't want to be dragged into a brawl here. All he has to do is continue boxing. Mosley has no choice but to let it fly. Don't wait. He's got to just go after this guy and try to land a big power shot. He's got him turned. He's got to throw it, though. He didn't quite have him in position. You get the right idea. Try to turn him again, push him sideways, and throw the right hand. But see, this guy's hands are too fast. It's easy to point out what he should do, but it's impossible to execute.
And then Mayweather from the outside can score and get there first.
Big right hand landed by Floyd. So with Mosley trying to get him into position to land the big shot. Who ends up landing it? Floyd Mayweather. So Mayweather's winning the first minute of the round because of that big punch that he landed. With everything that Shane tried to do to set him up for it, he couldn't land it. Look at this, more shots by Mayweather. Folks, you're watching an extraordinary talented fighter in Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's really given a boxing lesson to arguably one of the great boxers of the last 10 or 12 years. And the guy that takes life. Just more great fighting by Floyd Mayweather. A minute left in this historic event. Mosley wants it so bad, and he can't land the flush shot it would take for him to upset this guy. There's still the anticipation, the crowd anticipating, can he do it, can he do it? And with every tick of the clock, no, he can't, no, he can't, no, he can't. And look who lands the shots again. Even though Mosley seems to have gotten a second and third win a couple of times in this fight, he's more exhausted than is Floyd. His punches on his crisp, and Floyd's still landing more shots, and he's going to win this round 10-9 as well.
Mayweather has never had the need for a second and third win. He's never gotten tired.
Look at this. Now he decides to brawl with him with 15 seconds to go. Inside of 10 seconds, Albino knockout. Floyd making a statement at the end. He knows there's only a couple of seconds left. There's the bell.